I constantly have people asking me questions on TikTok like, you started your locks with twists. Do you leave the twist in or do you take them out? What's going on, beautiful people, and happy Wednesday. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Catherine Alexandra. On today's video, I am going to be offering some advice to those of you that are thinking about starting your locks this year. So these are a list of things that I would do if I were starting my lock journey in 2024. So let's jump right into it. So if you haven't watched the last video that I posted, please pause and go and watch that video, because the video that I posted last week was a video showcasing my 2-year lock journey. Round of applause. I am 2 years into my lock journey. So I started my locks January 6th of 2022. Today is January 10th, 2024. So I am 2 years deep in the game. But like I said, this video is going to be offering advice for those of you that are interested in starting your locks this year and you just want some bit of guidance. I got you. The first thing that I would do if I was going to be starting my lock journey in 2024 is I would make sure that I'm exposing myself to lock content from creators who are in various stages of their lock journeys. A lot of us will go online and we'll look at content from other lock content creators and we'll see where they are in their lock journey, and we'll either get really motivated and really excited about it. However, a lot of people tend to look at content from creators who are really deep into their lock journey. You hear how deep my voice got? They be deep in the game. I'm talking like 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And you want to make sure that if you're somebody that is looking to start your lock journey in 2024, that you're exposing yourself to content from people who are in the starter lock phase, people who are 6 months locked, a year locked, 2 years like myself, because you want to make sure that you are exposing yourself to content that highlights lock journeys in various stages, because we all got to start somewhere. You also want to make sure that you're exposing yourself to content from creators who have hair type that is similar to you. But the reason why you want to make sure that you're following somebody that has a similar hair type as you is that, again, you want to make sure that you are prepared, that you know what is to come. Somebody that has type 3 hair and you have type 4, it's going to be very different. Even the way that they will probably start their locks and their maintenance method is going to be a lot different. So exposing yourself to lock content and creators who are on various stages of lock journeys, but also exposing yourself to lock content from creators who have similar hair type as you, so that you know what to expect when it comes to the journey. My hair type, I definitely have type 4 hair. I have type 4B and 4C throughout my hair. So I definitely made sure before I started my lock journey that I was looking at content from people who had type 4B, type 4C locks. Again, it just lets me know what I can expect in terms of like the shrinkage with my hair, or maybe why I should choose to go one route with starting my locks versus the other. And I'll get into that in the later points of the video, but you just want to make sure that you are setting yourself up for realistic expectations of what to come. Somebody who has a looser hair type is going to look a lot different from somebody who has more coily, curly hair. So again, just making sure that you are exposing yourself to things that are going to fall in line with what your hair type is like. The next thing that I would do if I was starting my locks in 2024 is I would research the different ways that you can not only start your locks, but maintain them. I constantly have people asking me questions on TikTok like, you started your locks with twists. Do you leave the twist in or do you take them out? These are really the questions that I get. So again, make sure that you are actually doing your research, doing your due diligence, and making sure that you know the different ways in which you can start locks. There's comb coil methods, there's 2-strand twists, there's I think instant locking with the crochet hook. There are like so many different ways that you can start your lock. So do your research. Find also what maintenance method works best for you, your hair type, and also your lifestyle as well. So if you're new here, I started my locks with 2-strand twists, and I maintained them for the first 6 months of my lock journey using the interlock method. I interlocked my roots. The reason why I did this was because at the time, I was like, okay, you know, I'm about to get back in this gym, about to get this body right. And so I knew that I would be leading a very active lifestyle. I knew that I would be in the gym working out 4 or 5 times a week. And that was something I already knew on my own. So before I even went to a loctician who started my locks, I kind of already had an idea of how I would start my locks and the maintenance method that I would use. I already knew that I was going to start my locks with twists because I knew that was the best thing to do for my hair type. Again, I also had loose natural hair. I already know what my hair would look like with a bunch of twists in my head. It's a look that, you know, I like, so I knew what to expect. But during my research, I came across interlocking and I was like, okay, this is a method that people talk about using. You know, with it, the maintenance is less frequent. And I heard that it was also great for people who are active, people who are working out. You don't have to worry about the interlocking becoming undone as quickly as a retwist would. By the time I went to book a consultation with my loctician, at the time, she asked me these same questions. Do you work out? Do X, Y, and Z? I said, yes, yes, yes. She even said, okay, let's start your locks with twists and we're gonna interlock the roots. So that is the route that we went with. But I say all of that just to say that you wanna make sure that you're educating yourself and also doing your due diligence and making informed decisions that work best for you. The next thing that I would do if I was starting my locks this year is decide if I want to self-maintain my locks or if I wanna go to a loctician. Now, if you are going to be someone that is going to be self-maintaining your locks, and trust me, I am 110% for, you know, being a DIY girly, because I'm a DIY girly myself. The only reason I started my locks with the loctician is just because I wanted a break from doing my hair. But honestly, I probably should have just started it myself because I've been self-maintaining them ever since like 6 months in. But if you are somebody that is going the route of starting your locks yourself, make sure that you have the proper tools and products to start them. And if you're on the opposite end of that and you're somebody that is choosing to go down the route of using a loctician, just make sure you do your research. You have so many different resources that you can use online to vet somebody, you know, between like Yelp, and they have like these online applications like StyleSeat and Booksy, and of course social media as well, that will allow you to really do some research just to make sure that that loctician is a good loctician, that they know what they're doing. So definitely make sure that you decide what option that you want to do, and whatever option that you do settle on, just make sure that you do your research behind it. Make sure that, again, you're well informed and that you're doing your due diligence. Even if you are paying somebody money to do your hair, you can't just go to anybody, and that's with anything in life. So make sure that you do your research on that person to ensure that they are a credible and reliable person to be doing your locks. The last thing that I would do if I was somebody that was going to be starting my locks in 2024 is, of course, you want to have patience. You do not want to compare your journey to someone else's journey. But if you do feel like you're losing a little bit of inspiration, maybe you're in the starter lock phase, you're like a couple of weeks in, or maybe like a month or two in, and you're feeling like a little bit discouraged, I would definitely continue to just go online and expose yourself to creators and their lock journeys. And again, it's not to compare, because comparison is the thief of joy. It's not to compare, but it's to give you inspiration to keep going. Starting your locks is like a big deal for a lot of us Black women, right? Even bigger in the sense that we are literally being told, do not touch your hair, leave your hair the hell alone. That is a big thing for us to do. And it's a crazy concept to kind of wrap your hair around, especially if you're somebody that is always doing your hair, or somebody that has always been doing your hair yourself like I was. But you definitely want to make sure that you are trusting the process and being patient with the journey. But if you feel like you're losing inspiration or you're becoming a little doubtful, definitely go online and just continue to draw inspiration from other creators out there. Hopefully I am one of them. Hopefully I'm one of your fave lock content creators. And that will just help you to get through the journey, okay? Before you know it, your locks will start locking, your locks will drop, and then 2 years later, your locks could be popping like this, okay? So definitely have patience with the journey. Also have fun with the journey. The great thing too about also drawing inspiration online from other people is that you learn how to get creative too. So when I was in the starter lock phase, baby, my locks was like this short, but I was doing space buns. I was doing all these different styles on my locks. Again, I wasn't putting too much tension and manipulating it like crazy, but it really forced me to get creative and spend time with my hair and love my hair. And you know, a lot of that came from me just going online and seeing other women and their lock journeys, and just that excitement of wanting to be a part of that as well. Enjoy the journey, have patience with it, love on yourself, love on your locks, love on this God-given beauty that you have. Of course, other videos that I have to come will be focused definitely on offering more advice for anyone that is in their starter lock phase or looking to start their locks this year. I definitely have some more content coming, so please make sure that you hit that subscribe button below. Also, make sure that you go ahead and follow me on TikTok, because aside from YouTube, I post a lot on TikTok, okay? So definitely make sure that you're following me over there so that you're up to date. With that being said, please leave some comments below, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.